Don't get me wrong. I love Richard, and I love what projects he's putting because they're actually probably some of the best products out there. But the reality of it is this: it's a digital asset. It can be made, it can be sold, it can be reduced. Right now, go to Beverly Hills and try to buy 45 acres of land with no houses on it. Can you do it? Yes. Can you really do it if you have the money? Yes. But if you don't have the money, you can't do it. Right now, there's 45 acres in the middle of Beverly Hills on top of a mountain. You can see over the entire city, top to bottom, for $200 million. So if someone buys that, that's money building money. If you buy a house, a condominium, a building, where people can live, where you can impact people's lives, or a business that creates value, or peace of mind for individuals that creates value, that creates money. Take that money, reinvest it clean, wash, rinse, repeat, take your percentage, spend it however the hell you want. But be mindful that the more flashy you are, the more of a target you are in 2022. And not just from the local people, but also from the government. Because police will see your car, local people will see your car, the government will know how much you're spending. You know, it's just like anything else. You put chum in the water, and the sharks come along. So I just wanted to make sure, and that's the reason why I asked you that question, because it was I saw some of the pictures and postings, and it seemed like you finally have some balance within what you have going on in your realm of circles. And I just wanted to make sure that I was talking to someone that kind of could relay that message, and I'm glad that I did. So thank you for answering the question. And for those that listened, take our word. Yes, it's a lot of money, but beware. Everything comes with a price. Enjoy your money, guys. Talk to you all soon.
All right, cool. Thank you very much.
Thank
Steakhex, you had your hand up for very long.
Yeah, I just wanted to thank you. That was absolutely beautiful. And for me, from my perspective, I needed to hear that. I really needed to hear that. And I feel like Hex is the beauty in Hex is it's it gives you a time. It's given me time to think about all this and ponder on it real hard. Because if it would have hit me all at once, there's no doubt I would have crashed and burned for sure. But having a year to think it through, really put some thought into it, manifest it. I can make it work now. Thank you.
The one thing that my dad always taught me that he never took this advice when he ended up forcefully retiring. He ended up spending more money than he was able to bring in. Just a good rule of thumb. Always bring in more money than you can expend. Otherwise, eventually you will go dry. I'm the kind of person I will always give. I will give everything away that I have, even my food, even my last biscuit, to someone if they are hungry. Because at the end of the day, I know I am fine without the last biscuit. That person might not be. But how can you ensure that you give another person a biscuit if you aren't well fed, if you aren't taken care of? So everything RDS said and CZ says, definitely take that. Very good information today.
Don't forget RDS said it also.
Hey, I said RDS. Yeah. Oh yeah, don't forget RDS. Oh, and also I did want to say thank you, RDS, for being in here today. Thank you.
I want you to know that I you can hear my exhale on this. For 3 years, I have been literally lurking and not saying anything and sitting in the background and not being involved in any of the telegrams or channels or YouTube, or I don't need to be online. I have my fair share of social media exposure and popularity and fame. And in fact, because of the fact that Pulsex, Pulsechain, not necessarily Hex, because I got in too late, unfortunately, but Pulsex and Pulsechain, and I've been in crypto since 2017, since the days of BitConnect. I literally have sat back and said nothing, posted nothing. If you look at my Instagram, it's sparse. You'll see that there's a lot lately that I've been posting. And it, of course, OPSEC, but I will say this much. I love that there's new people coming in. Don't take it the wrong way. I love that people are curious. I love that people love the products and services that someone has envisioned through their own mechanics to make it a reality. Unfortunately, not everyone is savvy. Not everyone's diligent. Not everyone does their due diligence. Not everyone's socially, economically, educationally, emotionally, or physically capable of handling what's coming their way. And I really, with all due respect, I love you guys because I know you guys are Hexicans and you're constantly aggressive and want to make sure that this goes out there, and it's going to go out there. But I feel bad for those people that aren't emotionally ready for this, because I know for a fact that the parachute money that was brought out by the government, a lot of people took the incentive to put it into this, which I love, but I don't think they really grasp the numbers. I really don't. If you've only made $30,000 or $60,000 a year, or $100,000 a year, and you went to school and you slaved or you worked in whatever it is, real estate, IT, $100,000 in crypto is a blink, and it's really, really overwhelming when you know, and no one else knows except you, because you have the keys to your own wallet. That if you really wanted to, you could buy whatever you want. You could buy whomever you want on the evil side. So I really hope that a lot of people take it with a grain of salt. That, we want you guys to be wealthy. We want you to be profitable. We want you to be safe. The outer entities such as banks, the IMF, World Bank, governments, I kind of side with them in a little bit, in the sense that they don't want everyone to be wealthy, because not everyone needs to be wealthy, just like not everyone needs to be in everyone's business, because some people can't handle it. That being said, that restraint is being broken and is being tested through crypto. And we're going to see who does it well, who does it respectfully, who does it irresponsibly, who does it disrespectfully. And of course, those who know will profit from those who don't. So be careful out there, guys. I love you all. I love the fact that you guys are so passionate. I love that you guys are so aggressive and forward thinking, and you guys want all these answers. Take your time, sit back, use Google, ask questions, research, use YouTube before you ask a question. Worst case scenario, stop hanging around the people that you're hanging around with. Stop being around the people that you're being around with. Stop buying the things that you're buying. Restrict yourself to be disciplined. Delayed gratification. It's just like bodybuilding. You get in bodybuilding, you eat a salad, you can't step on stage. It takes time. It takes work, dedication, consistency, balance. And that's what's going to happen with a lot of people with Pulsex and Pulse. If you don't have any of those in place, where you can take your money and invest it in a home, land, things that no one can replace, the same way that coins that are limited in numbers or go down in numbers, Pulsechain, Pulsex, those are the things that you should be buying. Cars, I can buy a car anywhere, anyway, anytime, any day. Women, men, anybody who has their price can be bought. But the one thing that can't be replaced is your time and the things that are in lower quantity that everybody wants. So please, I beg all of you, please don't waste your money. Be smart, take your time, and do things the right way.
Amen.
Good point. And I think Hex is a very good tool to force myself to do what you give an advice on. because of Hex, I have the staking ladder, and because of Hex, I am forcing myself to delay the gratification, and I'm even getting rewarded for doing so. That's just awesome. I love it. Hello
Hey
there.
guys, what's going on, man? Thanks for letting me up. I would just add, one thing I've done in the past, and one thing that we really keep people humble is, just if you're going to find yourself wanting to do something of excess, then let's match that money with doing something good. Find a good charity. You want to go buy a Ferrari, well, match that money and throw that money into a charity. Um, keep the karma going. Keep the goodness flowing. That's going to be, I think, critical moving forward for people with newfound money. It's not necessarily like winning the lottery, but it kind of is in a sense, right? We just waited, even though we didn't really buy a ticket and wait a couple of days. We worked hard and traded for our money, or worked hard for our money and invested and trusted someone. And yes, we waited, but we didn't do anything per se. So we had faith in a certain person. So personally, my personal commitment, above and beyond some other stuff, is always making sure that whatever I do, go in and purchase that might be in excess of something that would be, let's say, out of norm, is dedicating, philanthropy money.
So be aware that you can buy a Ferrari all day you want, but if you can change a family's life, a kid's life, so gratifying.
Yeah, I totally hear you, man. Obviously, I just used the Ferrari as an example, as a good visual. I have a buddy of mine that is in Phuket. He's an American dude, just like me. He has, and I'm joining with him. It's called the Flip Flop Traveler Foundation. Basically, we're going around. He already started it in Phuket. I'm doing it here in Vietnam. Just basically helping people that are less fortunate, that have medical problems, that are really. You can check him out on TikTok. The Flip Flop Traveler. His name is Len. We just helped out a kid that's got just these real bad medical problems over there in Phuket. So that's just part of what I'm just developing.
I just added you. I'm actually interested in going out there. So after this whole Pulsex Pulsechain thing launches and everything starts off the right way, love to get in contact with you and go out there.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Anytime, absolutely.
All right, I got a question. Now that we've been talking about being fair and balanced and responsible, on the dream list, I would love to hear just one. What is the very top of the list that you would like to do for yourself or others if the numbers are accurate and we do what we're thinking that we're going to do financially?
Can you specify? Do you mean like to buy one thing, or
Yep.
like
I want to send my mom's ashes into fucking space because I haven't been able to give any of my parents a good funeral.
That's fucking epic.
I think I would buy Nestle. I think Nestle is one of the worst companies in the world, and I think
Evil
buying,
as fuck.
yes, I think buying Nestle and changing. If I have only one, if I can only do one, I think Nestle would be my first choice.
Bro, you got to be in the billions, man. Billions, multi-billions to get there.
I know my average is 13.7. I'm working on it.
I think I want to do like Akon, go somewhere where there's no water or people that need our services and help. And I think that there's one group that's been overlooked the most or neglected here in the United States, and that's the American Indian and the culture and the community. Our country has literally bastardized their lands and done nothing for them, and I think that they should have some fair value. Not the casinos, but the people themselves that are there to be able to do something positive.
Hi there. Sorry for interrupting. I was just wondering, there seems to be a lot of people in here with experience in real estate. And honestly, the trouble I had for all these years was where to even get started. Would you suggest just going to get your real estate license? Because, boy, I ain't
No,
showing up to none of them. If you
no, no,
show,
no. If you have, all right, so let's think forward thinking. So if you end up and you are part of the original wallets that are part of Pulsechain and Pulsex, and you've at least donated $1,000. That's like the bare minimum dollars. Let's just say that you're a multimillionaire. So not millionaire, multimillionaire. So that being said, um, and this is just my suggestion. It's not perfect. Number one, once you get your money, set up a trust. Number two, hire 2 lawyers. Number 3, hire an accountant. Number 4, hire someone that's going to make your life less complicated. You don't need to be doing your own laundry, washes, and cleaning the house. Save time. Get someone to do all that for you. It might be 1 or 2 persons. Or if you have someone that can do it for you, perfect. Pay them. Literally, you do need to pay them because it's a tax deduction. Number 3, hire a property management company. 4, make sure that you have a real estate agent that you can trust, that you can rely upon. Number 4, if you're going to invest in real estate, make sure that you have a goal. Make sure that your real estate agent and the finance company that you're working with is in alignment with what you're looking to do. And then 3, if you're looking to do real estate to rent out, make sure that you have enough budgeted enough money in order to do the repairs, or that you can pull the money out of escrow to be able to do it, or out of the value of the house. Invested, flip, and return. There's an amazing person that I would tell you to go sign up for once you get your money from Pulsechain and Pulsex, and that would be Meet Kevin on YouTube.
Oh wow, really? Huh.
He has an amazing. When I say, I can't fucking say enough about it. If I say amazing, it's understating it. Amazing program for real estate, basic investment processes, not strategies, processes. And he goes through the whole thing. He went from working at I think it was at a juice bar or some sort of juice place. He now has $23 million worth of real estate under his belt.
Yep.
And the number one financial real estate / finance channel on YouTube. And basically what he did was he bought shitty homes in between nice homes, fixed it up, got it nicely done, pulled the money out of it, took that money, bought another place, wash, rinse, repeat, did it over and over again for the last several years. And it got to the point where he even ran for governor for California. That's how much money he had. So take your time. And if you're going to really do real estate, if you're going to do real estate as a person who's wealthy, when I say wealthy, it's anything above 6 figures. Do not do it yourself. Delegate it off to individuals who have an invested interest to make sure that it succeeds, so that way you succeed, that have a proven track record. And then once you do that, move forward. Wash, rinse, repeat, and do it over and over again.
All right, man. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Sorry.
So, you get right with your money, you get right with your family, right? If you need to move to a state like a Florida and build your little farm, I know where there's land to do it. You can get 20 acres for 150 grand, right? Build your little mini utopia commune. Do what you want to do. But, if you got to get out of that crazy state that you're in, there's ways to do it. It takes money to do it. This is it. I'm happy to help and talk to anyone that needs help to get things like that done, because I'm telling you, it's going to get weird going into this election cycles. The Democrats do not. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. I'm just telling you, the Democrats will not give up power. Australia is bringing in the Dominion software program. We got a lot of issues. We see what just happened in France. So, as much as we're going to be all happy and party, let's not forget reality of the real world and what's going on. Use this money to protect your family. Use this money to protect your friends and the ones that you love. There's a lot that we can do with it.